Hello YouTubers, it's LMS6. I wanted to show some sex I was having. Um, I've been having a new one where it's punching. I'm punching stuff. I punch my leg. I punch walls. I also wanted to do a better in-depth thing on Tourette Syndrome and Cannabis. I don't feel like my last video did so well. I did so well in my last video. um, it, um, it can have some pretty long ticks. Uh, Sometimes it gets hard to even light my medication you use because the ticks it becomes so longer so forceful. Uh, if I I'm happy. I'm very happy that even though it is illegal by government laws, that it's so happy that I'm able to get it. Otherwise, I would be in a whole lot more pain. I would be miserable. I wouldn't. This is something that no one would want, or even would want to fake. Even if they want to try to get on something for it, it would just be ridiculous to try to fake. And there are quite a few people who do believe that Tourette syndrome is just something made up for people to be able to cuss whenever they want, which makes no sense in my opinion. Now, the effects of cannabis are usually almost instant. Sometimes it takes a minute or so. I'm smoking it for it to work. Rather than it is nearly instant. The effects it has on calming my tics. Uh, you could not get that from any kind of medication that a doctor would give. I've taken pills and they want people to wait at least 2 months to see if the medicine will work. To me, that's not fast enough for someone to see if the medication will work. It needs to be well. I don't think instant, but longer than 2 months, especially if they're dealing with a disorder that makes it so that it's hard for them to move, for them to eat, for them to talk, for them to do anything. Now, if you notice, I haven't had any ticks since I've started smoking, and I don't even need to smoke an entire joint for the effects to work, or for the last usually for about the time. Well, I usually will smoke my joint so I can get usually the longest out of it I can. I do mostly smoke bowls so I can help conserve what I have, but I thought a joint would be easier to showcase on a video since I wouldn't have to be lighting a pipe over and over. So I think cannabis is like extremely wonderful plant to have. No true idea as to why it is considered to be illegal besides all that propaganda. But it's a wonderful plant. Our modern medicine cannot stop ticks, severe Tourette syndrome, or at least cure cancer in the way ticks. He has been shown to. What does it say that there's a whole lot that we don't know about cannabis, and there should be more testing on it. There's a man by the name of Herb Rosenfield. He's a federal medical marijuana patient, which is different from just a state medical marijuana patient. He is protected by federal law. He can smoke pretty much anywhere he wants and not get in trouble. Uh, during, um, it was George Sr. Well, before George Sr., uh, they were doing a testing on cannabis. The government, the Food and Drug Administration, called their Compassionate New Drug Investigation Program. They were wanting to see the effects of cannabis, and it was showing that it worked. Uh, Bush Sr. didn't want medical cannabis, so he decided to shut it down. He feared that he was going to get sued by the patients in that program, so he grandfathered 14 people into getting cannabis by the government every month. Rosenfield gets it every 25 days. He gets um it's still about he gets about 300 3-roll joints every 25 days for a it's it's a tumor disorder. It's something I don't remember very well, but tumors grow out of his long bones and into his tissue and his blood vessels and stuff like that. He says cannabis helps uh, make it so he can move. It relaxes his blood vessels and stuff like that. If not, his body, like the blood vessels and whatnot, would probably rip. It's from what I remember. Uh, there is about four or three other people that are still living that gets medical cannabis. Another person is a person with glaucoma. The uh, the people and the other people of the group have died since it started. Uh, but the thing is, uh, Rosenfield, is getting medical cannabis to treat a medical problem. The government keeps telling everybody that cannabis has no medical value whatsoever. If so, why are our tax dollars being spent to provide a harmless drug for these people to smoke? If if cannabis truly did not have any medical value, Bush Sr. would not have nothing to fear, nor would the government continue to supply these people with any kind of plan. If it truly showed it didn't have any medical value. So this herb was one of the reasons why I was wanting to do some videos as well, and decided not to be so afraid of letting people know that I smoke cannabis for a medical reason. I I say I should have no fear, even though it is illegal. I find that the government should not be able to regulate what a person ingests, harmful or harmless, medical or not. They do have that. They should have that on right. Big of a hit. Okay. Now, the effects of the cannabis it usually lasts up to 2 hours. Now that is how long a normal high for smoking cannabis usually lasts. I have made cannabis cookies and tried them. They do work very well. Don't get a buzz, but the point that they do, it still stops the tick. That's all that matters. And now I can go out into town longer than just an hour or so. Uh, and I can continue to eat my cookies as long as I need to, which is great. Um, oh, other kinds of tick developments I've been having is sensory ticks. Uh, the biggest problem with I've been having over the winter is the cold. It has been causing my ticks to get worse, and it is horrible. No matter how much I smoke, if I go outside, bam, I want to take almost instantly as well. And then, since I got my hair dreaded, and sometimes it touches the back of my neck, that also will cause me want to take as well. So, I just gotta start watching out for a lot more sensory ticks happening in the future. Sorry. Um, since it's getting warmer though, I will not have as much of a problem with uh, cold air making me tick. But it cool breeze as well also will sometimes make me want to tick. But I don't think I'll have to worry too much about the cool breezes and such. This is all for now. Thank you.